No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mr. East,
Yes, sir.
how's jail?
To be honest with you, it's not nice.
Great.
It's not nice at all. And
It makes me very, very happy because I hope it's one of the most miserable, rotten experiences that you ever had.
it is, sir. And I wish to never see it.
The hearing begins with a stark exchange between the judge and Mr. East. The judge's sharp words, calling jail not nice, aim to jolt the defendant into facing the reality of his situation. This is not just a warning, it's a calculated attempt to make the defendant feel the weight of his actions. Judges often use such language to break through the deflective attitudes of repeat offenders. Mr. East is already aware of the consequences of his actions. Yet the judge hopes that a direct confrontation with the harsh reality of jail will push him toward making better choices. Mr. East responds with a promise to try harder, but the judge is unimpressed. The judge makes it clear that good intentions are not enough to change behavior, emphasizing that actions, not promises, matter. This moment is crucial, as it marks a turning point where the defendant is expected to take full responsibility for his actions. The judge's words are a warning that the court is no longer interested in excuses. It's time for concrete change. The judge's expectation is not just compliance, but genuine transformation. And whether Mr. East will live up to it remains to be seen.
Doing things to land you in there.
Yes, sir. And I will try my best to do more to not end up back in here, sir. I promise.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions, Mr. East.
No, sir.
You're on a very serious probation for assault of a pregnant person. And now, picked up terrorist. You're now facing another year in jail. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. You cannot inform one. One will be appointed to you. I don't even know what happened to your case. All I know is that you're on a serious probation.
Yes, sir.
And now you've picked up another case. So let's see what...
The judge dives into the seriousness of the defendant's situation, explaining that Mr. East is already on probation for a violent crime, specifically assaulting a pregnant woman. Now, he faces another charge that could land him back in jail for up to a year. This is a major red flag in bond hearings. When a defendant is already on probation for a violent crime and picks up new charges, it raises immediate concerns about their likelihood of reoffending. The legal term for such individuals is repeat offenders, and their behavior is often seen as more dangerous. The judge is not just looking at the new charges, but at the pattern of behavior, making this case more than just a routine probation violation. The fact that Mr. East has committed violent acts against close family members adds a layer of complexity. The court must now assess whether Mr. East is a risk to others and whether releasing him on bond would put the community in harm's way. With the new charges and his past history, the judge is weighing the decision carefully, as it involves not just legal ramifications, but moral ones to dot.
On April 29, 2024, in Harris County, Texas, the defendant threatened to kill the complainant and the child that they shared together. The complainant felt in fear and pepper sprayed the defendant while on the phone with the 911. Defendant admitted to the threat, stating it was out of anger.
What do you think? What other prior, does he have any other prior criminal history from anywhere else, juvenile?
So, Judge, his priors are all in county. He has assault a pregnant person that he's on probation for against his sister, and an AFM, which was, it looks like it
So he
was,
has another assault.
he has an AFM from
22.
I think it was the same.
it was refiled. So it was an AFM that was refiled to assault a pregnant person.
That was the sister. The complaint was his sister.
Correct. The
Not the
complainant
same
on that
complaint.
case was his sister, and the complainant in this case is the child of, or the mother of
His child. He not compensated baby mama.
Yeah, try not to. Did you make it?
The case becomes even more concerning when the judge hears about the nature of the defendant's threats. Mr. East allegedly threatened to kill the mother of his child, a chilling example of how his anger manifests. This is not just about legal violations. It's a sign of a deeper issue with controlling behavior and aggression. The judge's focus on the threat made during a volatile altercation highlights the severity of the defendant's actions. The fact that he admitted to making the threat out of anger only underscores the lack of impulse control. As the judge assesses Mr. East's behavior, it becomes clear that his anger management issues are at the heart of his repeated offenses. These are not isolated incidents. This is a pattern of violent outbursts that endanger those closest to him. The judge is not only considering the legal aspects, but also the potential for this anger to escalate. The implications of such a pattern, especially when children are involved, make the case even more urgent. The court's primary concern is protecting vulnerable individuals from further harm, and Mr. East's ongoing aggression is a significant risk. NXT.
But I'm getting paid just enough to take care of the child. And right now,
How are you going to take care of a child? You can't even take care of yourself, Mr. East.
I'm still learning. This is my first child, Your Honor. This is my first child, Your Honor. And
You know, the problem is that with all the anger that you have, if a child sees it, what are they going to do?
they're gonna feed off that same energy, sir.
Right.
And
They're going to be just like
East's attempt to explain himself by describing his job at a thrift store and his role as a father raises more questions than answers. The judge's critical response asking how he can take care of a child when he can't even take care of himself cuts to the heart of the issue. The defendant is in a position of responsibility, but his anger issues undermine his ability to fulfill it. The judge is making an important point here. Mr. East's actions are not just about the law, they are about the future he is setting up for his child.
same thing, but I would never touch my mother, my child's mother. I would never. I would never.
patient for the very same thing, Mr. East.
I understand, sir.
I don't know, Carl. I don't know. You know, I'm not.
He's a lifelong resident of Harris County, Your Honor. He's not a flight risk.
I'm not. My concern is the public.
I understand. And the conditions are right now, he does have a place to stay. He lives on Tidwell. The mother of his child lives at a different location. And he orders are here for him to not have any contact with either with her, the complaining witness.
What was the tipping point here? Why did he get so angry?
4 o'clock in the morning,
4 o'clock in the morning.
I had got a phone call from a girlfriend of mine because she was having some problems of her own, but I was sleeping and I didn't hear her phone call or her texts. So while I was holding the baby, I asked her,
4 in the morning.
4 in the morning,
"It's her."
I believe he responded to some text from another female judge, and that's what
Voices the judge continues. There's a shift toward a more strategic approach. The judge offers Mr. East a chance to avoid jail by addressing his anger issues proactively. This is a critical moment, one that could define the outcome of the case. The judge's offer to reduce the likelihood of jail time hinges on Mr. East's commitment to anger management. The judge is tying the defendant's freedom directly to his willingness to work on his issues, giving him a tangible path to redemption. NX